Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. On this episode, we talk about Caitlin Clark and LeBron James achieving their milestones, Memphis' impressive win over UAB, and NFL free agency. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. I'm Greg, along with my co-host Darren. Darren, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. One day closer to the weekend. Just ready. I'm really ready for the weekend. It's been a long week, but I'm doing well. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing good. I'm not looking forward to this weekend. It's daylight savings time. We lose an hour of sleep. Not looking forward
But
to
see,
that.
but that's only because you work on the weekend.
That's yeah.
That's what it is. See, my boy, I'm you don't affect me at all. I'm gonna be asleep regardless.
Let's just go ahead and start. Let's talk about milestones and game changers and Caitlin Clark becoming an all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. Your thoughts on her achieving that milestone, and can she really just be like the greatest woman player of all time? Is she capable of doing that?
I mean, yeah, I believe she's capable of being the greatest women's basketball player of all time. Of course, it's still too early. She still got to go win some WNBA championships. She still got to go win some gold medals. She may go play overseas, maybe, I don't know. But at this rate, the rate that she's going, I mean, so far no other woman has done what she has done, and so it's just like, who's to say that she can't be the greatest of all time? I'm excited. I can't wait to see what she's going to bring towards in the WNBA. More than likely, she's going to go to the Fever. Uh,
Good luck with
I'm
that.
ready.
Good luck with that. The Fever are not that good of a team. I saw.
I mean, they not, but I feel like haven't they had like the first overall pick like twice in the last 3 or
Twice
4
in the last
years?
3 or 4 years. Yeah, they're
So
developing. They're developing.
it's only time.
Yeah, I hate the fact like these great college basketball players, men or women, they go to the
Mm.
pros and it's just something doesn't click. Like it's just their talent is there. The talent is always there. And I think about like Greg Oldens and like these college basketball players that are Matthew Leinart for USC going there. It just sometimes it doesn't work. I hope it works for Caitlin Clark. I mean, I think not only is she like a great scorer, one of the best scorers I've seen, she's a good assist person. She's like she be passing that rock. Like she's Steve Nash with a dread like with a wig, not a wig, but like she's Steve Nash, the woman version of Steve Nash. And like
Right.
I just hope like if she goes to Indiana Fever, the Indiana Fever be a fool not to pick her at this point, but she goes to Indiana Fever, changes life around there in Indiana. You know, they got the Pacers now. The Pacers are actually good now with Tyrese Halliburton. You trans life around Indiana, like sky's the limit. I just hope like it's not as long as what other people had to go through, like 3, 4, 5 years, and then now they're like their team is good, they're winning. But I think she could change life in like maybe 2 years, 3 years, become one of the best WNBA players. You know, you think about Candace Parker, you think about Cheryl Swoops, like all these all-time great players. She could be on that level. She could be on that level, like, and her passing Pete Maravich becoming an all-time leading scorer is just it's crazy. And she could have been her fifth year senior, but she decided no, I'm going to WNBA. So it could have been
Right.
more points added up to her resume. So congrats to Caitlin Clark being the best college basketball player that we have ever seen in our life. And also, speaking of that, LeBron James, 40,000 points. I think the only question I got is can he get to 45,000? Because the way, like, can he get to 45,000? And who could also get to 40,000 now? Could it be Kevin Durant? Could it be Steph Curry?
It'll be them two next in line. Uh, Depending on how much longer Steph wants to play and how much longer he can keep the shooting consistency up. And then with KD, really it just depends on his health because
Right.
he's gonna get his buckets regardless. Uh, so I feel like those two are definitely should be in play for 40K. Now with LeBron hitting the 45, uh, I mean I wouldn't rule it out, but
I mean, look,
it'll be a very very tall task to be honest.
the
Because I
way
don't
he's
see
been
him.
playing,
He probably ain't playing another. He probably playing what another 3 years maybe. Less
probably
maybe.
waiting for Bronny, waiting for his son to come in, which the all indications are he is not ready. He's not even the egg's not even cracked yet for Bronny to even develop anything. Like it's they're
I
I don't get it.
mean, he. Let's not forget he not too long, probably like 6 7 months ago, suffered
Mhm.
a literal like life or
He
death
collapsed.
situation. Yeah.
Right.
So let's not forget about that. That did happen.
Right.
So he still got to recover from all that, get back into game shape, get back into the flow of things. So obviously he's not going to be a one and done. It's not the end of
Mhm.
the world for him not to be a one and done.
It's not.
Yeah, he's going to have to play another year of college, all because of course what happened to him and the condition that he was in. So maybe it'll probably work out better for him. It should. I know a lot of mock drafts have him going in the second round of the 2025 NBA draft.
Mhm.
Maybe he can improve on his draft capital between now and then. But yeah, right now
No.
he's just not ready. And it's not his fault that he's not ready. It's just how life worked out.
Right. Right. Do you think Luca can get to 40,000? Because can he stay consistent though? Like my thing with Luca is hit they always talk about his weight, his body, and I don't know. I think he could. I think he gets to like 35, 36. I don't know, 40,000. I don't know. Can he
I
play
mean,
20
if
years? Is my thing.
it, yeah, I think he can play 20 years. If he can
Mm,
play 20 years and if he can continue on averaging around that 28, 29, all the way to like 30, 31, oh,
hmm
he should be able to get 40K. He should be able to get 40K.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah.
we'll keep a
Because
track on that. Yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, you good, you good, you good.
So I think congrats to LeBron. You know, he's all time great. The team. We'll talk about it later on, but the team is just AD is just. I'm sick of this roller coaster, and I'm sick of Bumpy
I'm
Ham.
telling you. I've been
I'm
trying to
sick of
tell you.
Bumpy. I'm sick of it. Like they could beat the Thunder, but then not show or be up 17 to Sacramento and then just blow the lead just like that. And Bumpy Ham just got his hands in his pocket. You know, like I don't know what to do. It's just a mess. I mean, I'm so sick of this team. We got they got the toughest schedule. They need to play to that caliber level. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna get on a rant about our teams in a minute because I want to get to the positive first. Because I know when I get to the Warriors, but we're gonna get to the positive first. Memphis Tigers shot them out. That impressive win over UAB. They were down 21 points in a half. They came back, outscored them by like I think 50. I want to say like they just what a
Dang.
impressive comeback that was. And now they play FAU Saturday for the chance for a double bye in the conference tournament next week. Um, they're riding momentum right now. What more can you say?
Dude, just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. I They found something. I don't know if they had a kumbaya moment, come to Jesus moment, just
Yeah.
whatever happened, good. you found it at the right time. Better late than never.
Yeah.
That's what they always say. So keep
Yeah.
this momentum going into the conference tournament. Win out through the conference tournament, get that automatic bid, and then find yourself maybe a 9 seed.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably looking around that area.
Eight like
So
last year. Eight, nine, 8 seed like we were last year. Hopefully a better
yeah,
opponent in the 8 and 9 seed. But time will tell. FAU, it's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough game.
for sure.
Saturday at FAU, very tough game. But if they get a double bye for the conference tournament next week, I think life will be good. All right, we got all the positive out of the way. Now we're gonna get to the negative. Let's just kumbaya, breathe in, breathe out, kind of like one of our episode titles that we had a while back. Let's start with your Golden State Warriors. Darren, what a beatdown the Celtics put on them this past Sunday. 52 points. So the Celtics have beaten 3 teams by at least 50 points this year. Let's just start with the Warriors. Like, how deflating of a performance that was this past weekend.
Um, I have no words about that one. It was very disappointing to see how that all unfolded the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Not even barely breaking 30 points by halftime. While meanwhile the Celtics, they already broke 80 by halftime. It's just like, bro, what are we doing? What's
But,
going on?
mm,
Uh, Listen, the Celtics are one of the best teams. They are the best team in the league for a reason.
yeah.
The Warriors have been on some real booty vibes lately. Um,
Although, get back on the
Even though
positive. You beat the Bucks last night. Although,
I
like
yeah, I mean, yeah, you beat the Bucks, but I mean, who coached the Bucks?
our favorite guy, Doc Rivers. Yeah.
There you go. So I don't even care about the Bucks. I don't care that you beat the Bucks. You're supposed to be able to beat the Bucks because they're
Mhm.
coached by Doc Rivers.
They have been
But I
rolling though. The
digress.
Bucks have been rolling 6 in a row. That was their first loss since the All Star break. But you're right. It's Doc Rivers though. You're right. Like,
Exactly.
so
Exactly. So it's very disappointing. I mean, they had a hell of a January. I mean, excuse me, February. So I can't be mad at them for having a good February month. Um, it just did some of the games just didn't flow our way. That was one of the games that didn't flow our way. So I mean, it's an 82 game season. Just
yeah.
toss it away, throw it away.
I understand, but it's like it was Sunday afternoon, national television. It's a bad loss. I get it, but it's like I don't know. Like it's the way Steve Kerr. I know you're not a real you're iffy on Steve Kerr, and kind of I am too. And like the Laker coach Bumpy Ham, but man, I don't know. Like that was Steph Curry is like dog. Like can we put some more fight? Can we have a little bit more fight than this? Like I just and it's the Celtics, and so the Celtics. Look, everybody thinks they're the favorites to win. I don't know. I got to see it. You know what I mean? I got to see them actually hold the Larry O'Brien trophy. I got to see it because they keep doing this every single year. Like they flex their muscles, beat up on these
Mm-hmm.
teams, whatever. They just blew a
Mm-hmm.
22-point lead to Cleveland Tuesday, and it wasn't D Wade, former great, uh, Miami Heat D Wade. It was Dean Wade that outperformed both Jalen and Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter. So it's like Jekyll and Hyde, you know what I mean, with
But
Boston.
I
It's like
mean, but the Cleveland's not a bad team though.
they didn't have Donovan Mitchell. No Mitchell.
Okay, okay, but whenever they did have Donovan Mitchell, the Celtics beat them twice. They beat Donovan Mitchell twice this year already.
Yeah,
Why doesn't matter? If he's not on the court for a third time. And plus, like you said, they were up. They were up.
they were up 16 points. They were up like fourth quarter. Like
So
I
so I
just
mean,
we
I
have to
I
wait
don't
till
I
the season.
don't I don't think they have anything to worry about. Once again, they're the best. We know they're the best team in the East. They coming out of the East to
They
go into the
should.
NBA Finals. We know this. They should and they will.
They should. But if they don't win a
That's,
championship, there will be some changes made during the off season. If they do not win a championship, I really do.
what kind of changes? Because they already fired the coach that they were supposed to keep.
Like Tatum, something. There's a
They
trade
already
brewing.
they already got rid of Marcus Smart.
There's
So now
something
they
brewing.
really now they're gonna pull the trigger of getting rid of either Jason Tatum
Jalen Brown.
or Brown.
I can see it. I
I
can see it.
mean,
It's that's the
if they
only
do
solution
that,
that they
I
have.
don't.
That's the only solution I can think of. Like this has been an 8-year project, about to be 9 years. Like I mean, there's something else. Like it wouldn't surprise me if that's thrown out there. Jalen Brown, Tatum, blockbuster summer trade. It
But
just
like,
wouldn't surprise me. Like
how do you get better? How do you get better after moving off of one of those two assets? Like, how do you get better off of that?
I don't think you can give. It's just more of this is not working. Like for 9 years, this has not worked. We don't have a championship. We got a NBA Finals appearance, but maybe two. I don't. Maybe this year. Something's not working. Like I mean, we gotta break something up. We gotta shuffle something around. You know how the NBA works. Like 9, 10 years. Like you only have so much limited space time to make it work. Like and you got to shuffle some stuff up. That's just how the NBA
I
is.
guess.
It's a business. I mean, it's something crazy brewing something up. They got something in that kettle like that, making a super something like something crazy is gonna something's got to happen if they don't get a championship this year. It's just something's got
LeBron
to
moves to
happen.
Boston.
No, Boston will never. He won't even vacation in Boston. No, with them people there, no, he will never. Like, shoot, you can tell LeBron
LeBron
hates
ain't gonna
Boston.
come back. He ain't gonna come back to LA.
Yeah, he is. We'll see. If Darvin Bumpy Ham goes, speaking of that, I'm just gonna say it right now. Darvin Ham needs to get fired. If they do not, if they don't win a championship this year, Darvin Ham's getting fired. And so I, there's just no ifs ands or buts about
Oh
it.
well,
He's
shit.
got to go.
He lost his job then. Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
lost his. If you say that, you don't lost his job then because
no,
they not better than Denver. We
no,
go ahead and scratch that off right now. They're not better than Denver.
no, and that's probably it.
Um,
Everything else is up to
the Phoenix. Yeah,
nah.
I mean Phoenix, Minnesota, and maybe the Clippers would give them a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that those teams will automatically beat the Lakers, but they'll give them a run for their money.
We'll
And
see.
now obviously you can't sleep on OKC, but I mean they just a bunch of youngins, so I don't
And
think they'll be able to beat the Lakers in a 7-game series, but definitely not Denver. So
I'm
yeah,
not sleeping on.
if it's championship or you lost your job, oh well Darvin, he going bye bye.
All right, let's get to NFL quickly. The floor is yours on Russell Wilson. I'm flabbergasted. That he wants to play the victim role when he gets paid 85 million for the next 2 years. I look, Russell, you're getting paid at this point. If I'm Russell Wilson, I retire. Like I got the money, I got the rings, I got the beautiful wife and kids. Like let's not play victim role here. Like I just feel like your play it's just been bad. It's not what the Broncos nation wanted, but the Broncos have not been. It's just bad and bad. You know, I feel like the Broncos. This is gonna be a wash year anyway for y'all anyway because what you gonna draft a quarterback and be 5 and 6 games, 6, 7 wins. You know, like and try to get somebody next year. So I think it's a lose-lose situation. This entire Broncos thing. What do you think, resident Bronco fan?
Where do I start? I guess I'll start with Russ. Um, I understand the situation, the business side of it. Didn't go so well. Granted, Hackett was there. Terrible as the head coach. Russ was pretty much set up for failure from the very beginning. but I feel like the organization also set themselves up for failure for giving Russ all that freedom, all
Mm-hmm.
that power that first year. Giving him his own office, allowing him his own staff, his own team to be in the team facility and not
Mm-hmm.
use team personnel that's there for them.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of people were at fault for year one of that. Year
Mm-hmm.
two, Sean Payton comes in. Um, he's hearing what the hell's going on, what they don't let Russ get away with. So he's already brewing about that because he's just like, oh no, that is not happening. That shouldn't even have been happening at all. And whoever allowed that to happen, Hackett, should be ashamed of themselves. So fast forward throughout the year,
Mm-hmm.
and they Russ beats Kansas City. The
Yeah.
first time we done that in Lord knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally right after that game, you tell this man, hey, we need you to restructure your contract. We need you to take a pay cut, blah, 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 blah. And that's where I have an issue. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, y'all gave me this contract.
Yeah.
Why do I have to take a pay cut? Because of
Right.
what y'all gave me. This is what we agreed with. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm owed. And I'm on the side of the players most times because it's like you guys make so much money. Like we literally just saw it. They would much rather eat what was it 80 what was it 83
85 million.
80 they much rather eat at 85 million hit than pay this man 35. They rather eat 85 than pay him 35.
Well, that's crazy. That's- What's their plan? But what's their plan is Mike the Walton. What's their plan? Do you know what their plan is? Draft a quarterback? Like,
Um, Listen, they tried to put lipstick on a pig. They tried to do the fast way. They tried to pay their way to a win, and
which is fine. It's fine.
exactly, which is fine. And sometimes it works.
Right.
Let's not act like paying your way to a championship doesn't work.
They did it
Sometimes
with
it doesn't
Peyton.
work.
They
Exactly.
did it with Peyton.
So
I don't. I just.
now
I have to
the
know what the plan is to me. Like,
the
for
the, the
me, it's
plan
Broncos.
the plan is 2026. It's
Mm-hmm.
not 2025 because for obvious reasons they
Yeah.
just don't have the cap right now. They're working on Lord getting being above the cap with the releasing Simmons earlier
Simmons.
today.
And Sertan he's a free agent too, right? Sertan.
Potentially, but I don't think they're going to let him go.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they're going to restructure some other contracts, let some other people go, probably like Tim Patrick. They're probably, like I said, maybe trade away Jerry Judy. Uh, there's just going to be a lot of housekeeping financially to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Once that all settles, then we'll go into the draft. My idea, what I would like them to do, first round, do not get a quarterback. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because
Is
I
Tim?
think they're at the 12th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, they could go after a person like JJ, which who did fine in the combine. It's
Yeah.
not a terrible quarterback at all. If anything, he's probably the most pro ready mentally and
Mm.
IQ ready out of the group. But regarding actual talent and skill, I don't think he's like the best in the quarterback class. Mentally, yeah, but like physically, not really.
Not really.
Or they could go after like someone like Penix, Michael Penix Jr. Uh, maybe Bo, but I really don't want them to go after Bo. But if you go after Bo, that's what I'm saying. Go after him in the second round. I feel like if your quarterbacks are down to Michael, Bo, um, the boy from I think there's this boy from Tulane,
Hmm.
um,
I know you're talking about
Hilton from
Hilton.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
If you're down to those quarterbacks,
Mm.
don't waste your first round pick on him. No, some of them, at least three of those four that I just named, will be available in the second round for you to pick. So
Yeah.
that first round, they need to. I would like them to get boy, what's his name? The edge guy from Alabama, and his name escapes me right now.
Which we have time when the draft gets closer to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
needless to say, get a different team need first,
Yeah.
then go after a quarterback, and then do what you need to do for the rest of the for the draft picks. Then when you come into free agency, you need to get somebody kind of on the low end that's literally just there to be a bridge quarterback because you might mess around and you might need to get another quarterback in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in 2026, 2025 or 2026. No, yeah, it'll be 2025.
Yeah.
So you might need to get another quarterback. So this may be two straight drafts this year and next year where you go get quarterbacks. That's just the game you have to play sometimes.
To answer my part for the Eagles side of things, I would like to. It's in our DNA to always get the Cowboy players. So Tyron Smith, we'll welcome him with open arms. To me, we Kelsey retired, so we need some. We need a center. We need an offensive lineman anyway. So I would go
Yeah.
up to Tyron Smith, but we got, like I said, plenty of time next week. The free agency starts next week, so of course we'll break all that down. But I'm excited to see what this free agency thing is going to be, what it's going to look like. So stay tuned for that. If there's anything else, we're going to wrap up this lovely episode. Of course, you guys, please subscribe, like our YouTube page, show some love to us. We're trying to grow, expand our broadcasting company, expand it even more. So just show us some love. With all that being said, we will see you guys next week. For Greg and my co-host Darren, we'll see you guys. Until then, peace out.
Auskies.
Throw it down, big man.